Good morning. I am just waiting on Michael to get up and get moving. It's 8:20, so I probably need to call him because usually he's up and called me by 8 o'clock, and we usually get coffee about 8:30. Hi, Allie. Come here, buddy. And I haven't heard from him yet, so he's definitely sleeping in this morning. But we're getting ready to go get coffee, and then we have to do our usual Saturday morning errands. And today I have to pick up some things to work on the yard this coming up week. I need to get like a leveling rake and a sand tamper and some things like that because we are going to haul in dirt and get the yard leveled so that I can sow it in grass. And I'm re-landscaping the front yard as well. I mean, I'm not going to get too into the weeds about that project because it'll be on videos next week. You'll get to see that. So with that said, our big project for this weekend is my fireplace in my basement library. So it was November, it was Small Business Saturday, I found this fireplace around and it looked like a Victorian tiger oak, but I thought there was no way it had to be reproduction because it was $450, but they were doing a half off sale. And so I got it for $225. And I thought there's absolutely no way this is genuinely a quarter sawn, tiger oak fireplace mantle that is a true Victorian for that price. But when I got it home and started cleaning it up, then I had to attach. So it's kind of a two-piece. It has like a frame across the top and the back, and then the actual mantle part secures to it with screws. And so when I was putting screws back in and everything and got in behind it, that same like kind of marbling of the tiger oak, if you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about, was all the way through. So it was genuinely quarter sawn oak wood, which really hasn't been used in fireplaces since the Victorian era. So I came to the conclusion that it is actually genuinely a Victorian fireplace surround, which is awesome because I looked online just to price compare, and the cheapest one I could find was $1,200, and I got this one for $225. So I then bought an electric fireplace insert because that's about the only option I have down there. I have no fireplace, no way to vent, and even the ventless gas fireplaces, my grandparents had one. Granted, it was like 20 plus years ago, but it still put off like a fume and an odor in the basement, and I just didn't like that. So I went with electric. And it was the same one that Michael has, and he did a lot of research before buying it. And it's honestly the most realistic looking and sounding electric fireplace insert I think I've ever seen. So I will try to remember to link that below in case you are in the market as well. But now all we have left to do is actually start putting it together. I have the tile, I have the board for the tile, the adhesive, the grout, all of that stuff. We are borrowing a wet saw from a friend who was supposed to drop it off last night. And I got up this morning and it was not in my carport where he said he was going to leave it. So I got to get a hold of him so we can pick that up today. He was the same guy. He owns a flooring company. And he's the same one who did my hardwood flooring in the house and the tile shower surround. So anyhow, not really important, but we have to get that today. And then we're going to start tiling so that we can get the tile board in and actually assemble the mantle, the tile, and the fireplace insert, put them all together and get them into place. And then we have to shim them up because it's a concrete basement floor. It's not level. It kind of slopes towards you and that stuff leans out a little. So we had to shim the fireplace and a couple of the bookshelves along this back wall behind me is where they are. And then we'll put trim around them and we'll be done. So that is the project that we were working on for this weekend. And then starting next week, we'll be working on the yard. I've got a lot of work to do out there. I'm not going to get, as I said, too into the weeds about all of that because you're going to see it in another video. But I have to get the stuff to at least get started on it. Maybe if there's time, I'll start doing a little shoveling this weekend. But anyhow, I am going to quit chit-chatting and not make this video obnoxiously long. And I'm going to give Michael a call and see if he's up and moving. And then we're going to get going.
take this pencil and you're just gonna have to trace around the
inside.
Yep. And let me make sure it's square.
Okay.
Very close.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high.
You climb up where you want.
Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
Hmm, 20 by 20. Let's see. Something comfy for the rest of the evening. You say hi to YouTube? Silly boy. Watch out. All right, I am coming to you from my cell phone because honestly, I don't even have the energy left to get up and get my camera and get out my mic and change the settings and do all of that stuff. So I just grabbed my cell phone and I'm going to kind of give you an exit to this weekend vlog this way. I really wanted to be able to give you guys the finished fireplace, but unfortunately with the dry time between the adhesive and then the grout, there just isn't any possibility that we're going to get the fireplace together this weekend. So all of the individual pieces are done and ready to go. But Tuesday after work, Michael's going to come by and we are going to put the fireplace all together. So you will get to see the finished product then. We are so close. That will be, I believe, on Friday's vlog. So if you want to come back and check out that one, you will get to see the finished product at long last. But I'm just feeling very burned out because every single weekend it's project after project after project, and I am busy and I'm going nonstop, constant store runs and work and just never any downtime. And I'm definitely starting to reach my limit with that. Next weekend is going to be another big project weekend because we're getting the dirt and filling in the holes and the ruts and stuff in the yard that were left by the skid steer that took the tree off of the house. And unfortunately, since it's outside, since it's yard stuff, insurance said they will not cover that. So I can't hire someone to fix it for me and have insurance pay for it. So we're kind of stuck doing it ourselves. But after that big project is done, after that, it's just going to be doing a little bit here and there each day. And I'm going to make sure I take my downtime because I am very much over the schedule. I am used to having, our Saturday morning errands and then we take some downtime the rest of the day. And I used to do self-care Sundays and it's been a long time since I've been able to do that. So it's time to get back to a much slower pace in life. So anyhow, with that said, it is time to close out this vlog. So thank you once again for watching and I will see you back here for the next one. Bye.